Hi everyone. Today I'm going to be making a journal with um, a little golden book that is my inspiration. The little golden book was my first day of kindergarten. So I made my paper choices. Here's my book. And based on that cover, I was inspired by pink, blacks, and greens and just started making my pile so that I could start making this cute little journal for her and I to journal in, hopefully throughout the year. So I'm going to show you my process, so please come along with me, and at the end I'll give you a flip through. I hope you enjoy this video. It's a long one, but I hope it will be worth your while today. So get a cup of coffee or a tea and come and join me, and I'll show you my process. So I'm doing some tearing and cutting and trying to decide, do I want to do the whole thing with torn edges, and I decide I'm going to mix it all up and do both. And I think I'm doing what everybody likes to do. We just like to keep playing with the papers back and forth. And this right here, this numbers thing, I thought would be appropriate because, she's a kindergarten and she knows her numbers already, but when you're in kindergarten, you just learn how to put everything together. When she can count, she gets up to, like, I think 15, and then it turns into 19 and 19.1 and 29, and she goes all over the place. So it'll be funny to maybe let her circle her favorite number while she's 5 years old. So there's all kinds of fun things that you can do with this kind of a journal for its first day of kindergarten, but it's going to be the first year of kindergarten actually. So these papers are, each one of them have meaning, stretching out my hand there, and color, significance. And if you were going to make one of these, your color scheme would maybe be a whole different scheme. I'm wondering if you can comment below what color scheme you would make if you were doing one for your grandchild. Maybe you'd do one for your child, maybe first year of college. Maybe they're college colors, and maybe you could include some of pictures throughout the years. I've done that for a friend. As a matter of fact, it's in my it's on my channel. It's called I think it's called Superstar Kate. Yeah, it was for a friend whose daughter was in college, and she was a basketball and softball star. So here we go. I have all the papers the size that I want them. So now it's putting them in order. So what I do is just try to coordinate colors and match them as the way that I want them to be matched. So I'm doing this here, flipping through and putting them in order. And this I took off of my Instagram, and I'm going to put that in there. First, I thought I was going to put it in as an insert, and then I ended up making it just be a paper, so that way it's clipped on the top, so that way when she goes through it, she'll be able to look at it and see. So I had talked to her about decoupaging, and she didn't know what it was, and I couldn't find my example, and I didn't feel like taking the glue out and doing. So decoupaging, which is not, I'm not the best at it, but practice makes perfect. So we just take Mod Podge, and I'm using matte Mod Podge. You can do the shiny kind, but I'm going to use matte. And this is actually really fun. Probably would be really fun for her to do. And once she sees what it is, she's going to want to do it. I know she is. Especially if she ever saw me doing this. Oh, Grammy, I can do that. I want to do that. I can hear her now. So, just decoupaging a napkin onto the back of one of the pages. Wow, that really went well, I have to say. So here I am again, voiceovering, checking out my page placements. Do I like where I have them? Do I want to keep this here? Yeah, I think I do. So I flip through them and make sure that I have them all go in the right direction. I've done that before, binded some signatures in and had to bind them because I put them in the wrong order. So I found this pretty paper here, um, and actually, before I do that, I'm gonna put this as the top, so that way I don't have to keep going through. Happy with the pink. So I'm gonna put the music on and just finish up these pages and get ready to make the cover. So here we are, we're going to measure for the cover, and we're just going to do a 1/4 inch around approximately. I'm using a Honey Smacks cereal box cover. Used to be called Sugar Smacks, but it's Honey Smacks now. And I'm just going to cut that out, and that will be my base. Got my fabric, and make sure if you have these bright colors, you don't put your fabric over the bright colors and then have it, you know, smacks show through. Been there, done that. So make sure the bright colors are away from your fabric. I think they were fine with this, but just to be on the safe side. And I'm looking at what I'm going to use for a liner and lining those up. Don't like that. Don't like that combo. Hope I didn't use that combo. I made this last week. No, I made it 2 weeks ago. So here we go. We're going to glue this down. So get it in position and then cut the corners so that they're semi-mitered. So that just means that when you fold them over, you don't see pieces sticking out. So get those cut and get yourself some glue, and not too much, because if you put in too much glue when you're gluing fabric, then if it's too thick, then it will leak through and it will dry and it will look like a stain. So use a card, credit card, any kind of thicker card, or your finger, and just smooth it all out. And that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to make sure there's no bumps, although I will be using a doily, so it's not pressed and the wrinkles are not all out. But if I was not using a doily, I'd make sure that I would I'd take the iron out and get the iron to get those wrinkles out. So get this glued down. So now for the lining. So I just placed the paper on top of the glued down fabric cereal box piece, and I decided I want to have torn edges, and so that's what I'm doing, is just take this ruler and just place the my daughter's upstairs making lots of noise. Hopefully it's not too loud. And rip those pages, rip those edges, and get that lining prepared. So I better put some music in. So I'm loving how this came out. I love the button on the front and the back. I don't know, I just love everything about this one. So let's get going inside. So first page. My granddaughter's likely gonna make lots of little trinkets for the inside of this. And then there's a little card that we'll take off and write inside. And then this is that cute picture. I did a tutorial and the link will be below. So I'm just gonna do a flip, and then you can decide if you want to watch me make it. So there's that. This nice pocket. And we got lots and lots of journaling space, and we have a mermaid here and some stamps. Done some rubber stamps here and there. Ooh, my daughter just brought in some tomatoes from the garden. Oh, we'll sort through some of them. They look yummy. And then we have some decoupaging that I did. And some numbers, because she's 5 years old. And she always wants me to draw her picture, and then she likes to color it or paint it. So I drew this picture, and she painted it with her little colors. And she did it all on her own, and I love how she did the two-tone on the leaves. I don't know what she thought that was, a caterpillar, but isn't that adorable? So we're going to keep this in her journal, and we're going to have her write in it as she learns how to. She knows how to write. She'll take her, she'll copy letters. She knows how to make letters, but as she learns how to write sentences and words, we'll be able to fill this all up. And we have strawberries in our garden, so this was really cute, appropriate. And whenever you see a heart, it means Grammy loves you. That's what I tell her. So we have hearts, and because we had a garden, I thought this was cute, and I made this as a little pocket too. And she let's see, I guess I'll leave that in there. She loves pockets, and she's blonde. And this is a picture of me when I was a little girl. I only have 2 pictures of me, and I put this in my Etsy shop because some people like black and whites, and because it was me, I thought it's really cool that it's, you know, you can actually get a picture of someone that you know. It's really inexpensive. It's under Brad's Boots or Joanne's Junk Journal Life. I'm not really sure, but it's in the link. If you follow Linktree, or if you go to my Instagram, there's a link there too. So this is a book, a golden book on kindergarten, and I just, when I saw it, I had to make it. So we have a nice little flip out, and then this is my little granddaughter. We were in the garden on Saturday, and we dug up the potatoes and got bit by the mosquitoes, and we found humongous worms, and she just had to have a picture of her holding the worms. So I printed that, and how many times do we take pictures and we never print them? So that's all nicely printed, and there is Brad's Boots. So that's a little tuck spot there. And I did a lot of distress ink around the edges because I just got distress ink happy, and this doesn't really match it, but I think this is yeah, that's a pocket too. So that's like her and I digging in the dirt. And music, we sing. Sometimes I sing. The other day she said, "How did you learn how to sing, Grammy?" It's funny. The sequins, really a little bit of a challenge for me. I did glue them down and then sewed them, but I've broken needles before, and somehow I managed to do this without breaking the needle, so that was really nice. I love this Maggie Holmes, I was going to say fabric, but paper. And this, she loves this. Lexi loves this. And I thought it was a little too bright pink for me, but So I took some Distress ink and just distressed a little bit, and we've got a pocket in there. And then we have the back, and I just got a whole pile of Sari Silk from this person right here. Awesome prices, free shipping, awesome. So that's going to be my closure. Sometimes when I get all excited when I finish a journal. It took me a few days because I had to wait for it to finish drying like this. And this is my little journal for my granddaughter and I. And I am going to make some mini journals. I do have the dog mini journals already, but I want to make some mini journals because this was really fun.